Making headlines. Today marks 40 years since Television Maldives began its transmission as the first television channel in Maldives. Maldives Police Service holds a special flag hoisting ceremony to mark the 85th anniversary of the institution. And India reveals the country will not intervene in development projects conducted by China in Maldives.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Nasma Abdul Hussain and this is PSM News. Today marks 40 years since Television Maldives began its transmission as the first television channel in Maldives. TVM began broadcasting on March 29, 1978. As today marks 40 years, on behalf of PSM News, I would like to congratulate you all, to everyone who made an impact on TVM, to anyone who contributed small or big, and to you all viewers for your support.
40 years ago, Television Maldives was launched with the sole purpose of informing, educating and creating awareness among Maldivians. Initiated by President Ibrahim Nasir, the television station has been working tremendously to fulfill its purpose since 29 March 1978. Its broadcasts were only available in Malé and neighboring islands for a radius of only 30 kilometers. This became the transformational start of the many challenges and excitement. Challenges were more due to the lack of human resources and a lack of willingness of working long hours. TVM began its transmission with only 8 staff. Back then, TVM had just one control room and a studio with 9 lights and 2 cameras. Live broadcast of events were not possible due to technological difficulties. TVM first broadcasted a picture of President Ibrahim Nasir. Even though most television channels were run in black and white during the time, TV Maldives began its transmission in color. Today, TVM proudly serves for the whole population of Maldives. Within the past 40 years, TVM has overcome the many challenges faced. TVM now has the latest technological facilities. Until 1990, TVM was available only for Malé and neighboring islands. 1990 became colorfully written in the history with the 1990 SAARC summit held in Malé live broadcasted for all regional countries. This became the beginning of live telecast of TVM in different countries of the world. This enabled countries to gain information of Maldives easily. TVM was first telecast for 90 minutes. During 1980s, the time was extended. And since then, it has increased its telecast time, and now TVM is a 24-hour run channel. Comparing with the beginning in 1978, content of TVM has also widened. Looking at the improvements made by TVM, in April 2015, TVM became a part of the Public Service Media, which was established under the Public Service Media Act. Since the establishment of PSM, the company has been exerting major efforts to create content most admired by the public. Under the umbrella of PSM, there are now 5 TV channels and 4 radio channels. The biggest and the most challenging work undertaken by PSM is the international franchise Maldivian Idol. In the long history of TVM, it is working to deliver unbiased information. With this aim in mind, TVM launched a special news channel, PSM News, specialized for news and current affairs programs. The management of PSM extends its anniversary greetings to all viewers and for continued support, assuring to continue working for the Maldivians.
Maldives Police Service holds a special flag hoisting ceremony to mark the 85th anniversary of the institution. The flag hoisting ceremony, which was held at the police headquarters, was officiated by the Minister of Home Affairs, Azlin Ahmed. The ceremony was also attended by the Acting Commissioner of Police, Abdullah Nawaz, and other high-ranking officials of the force. The Maldives Police Force, formed on March 29, 1933, is responsible for enforcing criminal and traffic law, enhancing public safety and maintaining order and keeping peace throughout Maldives. Maldives Police Service and Maldives National Defence Force were separated and started functioning as two institutions from September 1, 2004. India reveals the country will not intervene in development projects conducted by China in Maldives. In an interview with Indian Express, a senior Indian government official assured that India will not intervene in the projects initiated by China in Maldives. Revealing that India respects the independence and sovereignty of Maldives, the senior government official affirmed even though there are several differences between the two countries, India still values the strong relationship established with Maldives. The senior official told Indian Express that it is not possible for India to claim sole proprietorship of the region, adding that the days when India believed that South Asia was its primary sphere of influence and that it could prevent other powers such as China from expanding its own clout are long gone. Furthermore, the senior government official stated India believes that it is best to support China in its endeavors initiated in the region. Embassy of Pakistan in Maldives reveals that Army Chief of Pakistan General Qamar Javed Bajwa will visit Maldives on invitation of Chief of Defence Force of Maldives, Major General Ahmad Shyam. According to a statement released by the Pakistani Embassy in Maldives, the Army Chief of Pakistan would be visiting Maldives from the 30th of March to the 1st of April. During his visit, General Bajwa would hold discussions on matters of professional interest with his counterpart, Major General Ahmad Shyam. In addition, the Pakistani Army Chief is expected to call on political and military hierarchy, including President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum, Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Muhammad Asim, and Minister of Defence and National Security Adam Sharif Umar. During these meetings, issues related to regional security and matters pertaining to mutual interests would be discussed. During his visit, the Pakistani Army Chief would attend a reception hosted by Chief of Defence Force, where he would interact with officers of MNDF. Interparliamentary Union praises the collaborative work carried out by the Maldivian Parliament and the institution. At a side meeting held at the 138th IPU Assembly held in Geneva, Switzerland, members of IPU highlighted various collaborative work carried out by the Maldivian Parliament and the IPU and praised the Speaker of Maldivian Parliament, Abdullah Masih, for his collaboration in making the efforts a success. In an exclusive interview with PSM News, Vice Speaker of Parliament Musa Manik said the report released by IPU this year has the best review on Maldives, but expressed regret that some opposition parliamentarians try to tarnish the image of the country by providing incorrect information to the institution. The 138th IPU Assembly held in Geneva is majorly focused on refugee crisis and migration issues in the world. Ambassador of Maldives to China, Mohammed Faisal, states the Chinese tourist arrivals have remained stable and unaffected following the political tactics orchestrated by the oppositional alliance in the past few months.
In an exclusive interview with PSM News, Ambassador Mohammed Faisal revealed that acts orchestrated by the opposition have caused cancellation of bookings by some tourists, but these are very small and in diminutive amount. In this regard, the Maldivian ambassador said this can be proven by the incline in the Chinese tourist arrival in January and February of this year. Ambassador Mohammed Faisal noted the Chinese people and the Chinese tour agents are well aware of the political situation in Maldives and have the full belief the country is safe for traveling for tourists. Continuing on, Ambassador Mohammed Faisal expressed hope the political situation would de-escalate by October of this year as the election held in September would bring political stability to Maldives. Ambassador Faisal called on all people to refrain from carrying out any extreme action to achieve a political agenda, as the number of tourists traveling to Maldives have been increasing monthly. The ambassador noted the embassy in China, in association with Maldives Marketing and Public Relations Corporation (MMPRC), have activities planned to further promote Maldives as a tourist destination in China. According to latest statistics published by Ministry of Tourism, the Chinese tourist arrival in February of this year has grossed over 59,000, which is an increase of over 8% compared to the same month of last year.
Former Vice President of the Human Rights Commission of the Maldives refutes rumors spread by the opposition regarding the poor situation of prisons in Maldives. Speaking with PSM News, former Vice President of Human Rights Commission of the Maldives, HRCM, Shifaq Mufid, said the Commission is working endlessly to fulfill its mandate and that criticism directed by the opposition is not accurate. The former Vice President of HRCM revealed officials from the Commission conduct visits to prisons and that during the visits the officials observe and understand the situation of prisoners and also assess the administrative work of the prisons. Shifaq, who is currently serving as the Minister of State at the Ministry of Home Affairs, stated that reports after prison visits will be sent to relevant authorities, including the Parliament. Furthermore, Shifaq refuted rumors spread by the opposition, saying the situation of the prisons are poor. Citing the huge amount of money invested to develop the conditions of prisons, he assured the rights of inmates would be ensured by the administration. Ministry of Environment and Energy commences national seminar of Safuraj in Muli Island of Mio Atoll. The seminar commenced in Muli Island focuses on atolls in Zone 4 and Zone 5. The Safuraj seminar is attended by council members from Mio Atoll, Fafu Atoll, Dalu Atoll, Tha Atoll and Lamu Atoll. The three-day seminar is also attended by officials from the Ministry of Environment and Energy and Waste Management Corporation (WEMCO). During the Safuraj Regional Seminar for Zone 4 and Zone 5, participants will prepare the councils for the project. The campaign to establish proper waste management facilities in the atolls is funded by World Bank and would cost $17.5 million. The National Waste Management Campaign Safuraj aims to promote public education and awareness on proper waste management practices to reduce the amount of waste being thrown out onto the streets, parks and other public places and to the sea. The campaign, launched in 2015, is conducted in collaboration with government ministries, civil society and non-governmental organizations. We now take a short break for Astro Prayers. Please stay with us.
Sayyidina Ali said, life consists of 2 days.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على حي على الفلاح. حي على الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة والدرجة الرفيعة وابعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته وارزقنا شفاعته برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. وصلى الله على محمد وآله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
This is Nasma Abdul Mohsin and you're watching PSM News. China Africa Press Center and China Asia Pacific Press Center inaugurate the training programs for this year.
44 senior journalists from 42 African and Asian countries have taken part in the comprehensive 10-month training program on China development studies and media exchange. This year is the second year Maldives has taken part in the program and is being represented by journalist of PSM, Hafiza Abdul Sattar. The ambassador of Maldives to China, Mohammed Faisal, participated as a special guest at the opening ceremony of the China Africa Press Center and China Asia Pacific Press Center training program. The new participants would be lectured on areas like Chinese politics, history, economy, environmental protection, people's living situation, family planning, the traditional and social media development, and other aspects concerning social science. Participants would also have the chance to report various major events from China. The participants of the program described the opportunity as an optimum platform for industry personnel to meet and get to know the diversity of China.
I come from India, and as you know, the relationship between India and China is not very good. And I hope to kind of fill in as much as I can with regards to, information about China, how people live here, the socio-economic conditions of residents here, its culture.
I'm from Zambia and I feel very excited and privileged to be part of this opportunity. I can already tell a month in that this will be one of the best times of my life, so I'm very excited.
From Angola, I'm Manuel Henrique João from the public television of Angola. Being here, it's a big pleasure, and I think I'll use the time to find more about what is China.
China Africa Press Center and China Asia Pacific Press Center are operated by the China Public Diplomacy Association, CPDA, of the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Sinha Estate Public Company Limited establishes a franchise agreement with Hilton to open a new curio collection property in the Maldives. S Hotels and Resorts, which is a subsidiary of Sinha Estate, will manage the property. In an interview to an international travel media, brand head of Curio Collection, Mark Nogel, said opening the first Curio Collection hotel in the Maldives is an exciting milestone for the company. According to Curio Collections, the 198-key hotel will be part of the Crossroads project, the first integrated leisure and entertainment resort destination that is currently under construction in Embudu Lagoon, Maldives. Amenities will include beach villas and overwater villas, a fitness center, swimming pool, as well as duty-free shops and restaurants, access to beach club, water sports, a dive center, a cultural center, and a kids club. Slated to open by the end of 2018, the Curio Collection Maldives Resort is part of the 80 Hilton hotels to be opened across Southeast Asia. Minister of Economic Development Mohammed Said states President Abdullah Yameen Abdul Qayyum is a visionary leader who has been successful in achieving progress which was once assumed unachievable by previous administrations. Addressing the official function held to inaugurate the first outlet of Pizza Hut in Maldives, the Maldivian Economic Minister highlighted that President Yameen has been successful in bringing great investments to the country as part of an all-inclusive development policy.
Pizza Hut is an American restaurant chain and international franchise founded in 1958, which is known for its Italian-American cuisine menu, including pizza and pasta, as well as side dishes and desserts. Pizza Hut opened its first outlet in Maldives at the Mala Square building. Pizza Hut Maldives is owned by Gamma Island Food Private Limited, which is a joint venture of Island Food Private Limited of Maldives and Gamma Pizza Craft Overseas Private Limited of India. Addressing the official function to inaugurate Pizza Hut in Maldives, Minister of Economic Development highlighted that President Abdullah Yameen Abdul Qayyum has been successful in bringing great investments to the country as part of an all-inclusive development policy. In this regard, Minister Said noted the various developmental projects conducted by the administration in the short time span of just 4 years. In addition, the Maldivian Economic Minister reiterated the commitment of the administration in serving the country with the best interests of the people.
I would like to thank all the stakeholders of the investment and thank each and every investor partner for trusting the Maldives. We have achieved world-class standard in our leisure industry, tourism industry. We continue to achieve the best standards in the hospitality industry and becoming exemplary to the small island states across the world. And may I join you also thanking President Yameen for making Maldives economy once again a trusted economy in the region.
In an interview with PSM News, country manager of Pizza Hut in Maldives, Ishan Kumar Siri, said the outlet would have an authentic and a one-of-a-kind design which would be a whole new concept for the locals. He noted that outlet would have the capacity to serve 70 customers at a time.
So this is a really unique design, and this model is called FCD. So if you go inside, you can see how your pizza is being made. So you can that's how the counter is laid out. So the other specialty is we are going to bring out the best service of Yum Group, which is Pizza Hut is one of their signature brands.
In addition to Pizza Hut, Burger King plans to open its second outlet in Maldives at Hulmale Ferry Terminal in the capital city. Burger King opened its first outlet in 2013 at Velana International Airport. An outlet of Coffee Club is also in line to open in Male City. President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Qayyum has assumed office back in 2013 with high hopes of development to the country. Addressing the official function held to inaugurate Pizza Hut, the Economic Minister of Maldives has highlighted that President Yamin is the first leader who has been successful in bringing major food franchises to the country, such as Pizza Hut, Barista and Pizza Company. From Male Square, Ismail Azim, PSM News.
Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman meets with the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres at the United Nations.
At the meeting, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman met with UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and discussed the war in Syria and the crisis in Yemen. Noting that Saudi Arabia is a member country that co-founded the United Nations, he said that he believed in the notion of the United Nations and its work in its scope and in the sovereignty of the nations and the rule of law that governs the world. He noted that, however, that in the Middle East, UN continues to operate in stark contradiction to the principles of the United Nations and in promoting transnational ideologies that are not related to national interests. He expressed the country's commitment to contribute to further the interest of the United Nations and the country.
Heavyweight champions Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua show their movies ahead of their unification match on Saturday.
Heavyweight champions Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua trained in front of the fans on Wednesday in the Welsh capital of Cardiff ahead of their unification match on Saturday. Both fighters go into the long-awaited fight undefeated, with WBO champion New Zealander Parker 24-0 to Joshua's 20-0 record, all by way of knockout. The British fighter is the favorite to win a bout and add the WBO crown to his WBA, IBF and IBO titles. American Deontay Wilder, the undefeated WBC champion, also maintains an undefeated record and has been constantly seeking a fight with Joshua.
And that's all we have for you right now. Thank you for watching. Have a very pleasant day.
World Cup fishing. هدي هدي